Imagine this. You start a cryptocurrency with just $69. Then, suddenly its value skyrockets to $500 million. Sounds insane, right? But no, this is real. And this crazy story begins with a man named Rhett Mankind. Let's dive in and see how he got here with the help of artificial intelligence.
This idea, and I'll just read the tweet as I put it out, and it was sort of a joke. I said, I gave GPT-4 a budget of $69.
It all starts in 2023. Rhett is just an ordinary guy dabbling in digital art. He's also pretty passionate about technology. One day, an idea strikes him. What if I create a cryptocurrency using artificial intelligence? And this is where the story takes off. People love the idea. You know that what's the harm? Let's give it a shot kind of vibe? That's exactly the atmosphere. But Rhett isn't just in it for fun. He genuinely wants to achieve something big. So, what does Rhett do? He types into ChatGPT, "Can you teach me how to create a crypto token?" ChatGPT guides him step by step. First, they come up with a name, Turbo Toad Token, or TTT. Then, they create a mascot, a frog in an astronaut suit. Its name? Quantum Leap.
It gave me an outline of what I need to do to create a successful meme coin. And the first thing in that step was develop the concept. And so it says, come up with a...
With a budget of just $69, Rhett sets up the system. He even gets ChatGPT to write the smart contract for him. So he's not doing any coding himself. It's all powered by artificial intelligence. Incredible, right? Just when everything seems to be going great, things take a turn. A bot buys up most of the tokens. You know that this can't be happening kind of moment? Yeah, exactly that. But Rhett doesn't give up. He rallies his community, comes up with a new plan, and relaunches Turbo Coin. And this is where it turns into a full-blown legend. People come together, AI steps in, and Turbo Coin takes off. There's so much more to tell, but in the next move, things get even more interesting.
All the thinking, and then if there was unsure, sort of like it didn't want to make a decision, or there was too many choices and it couldn't decide for me.
After the bot attack, Rhett could have considered abandoning the project, but no. With the support of the people, he decided to make a comeback. All right, he said, we can fix this together. And so, with his community by his side, he relaunched Turbo Coin. Without this community, Turbo Coin might have faded into the dust of history. But people wanted to have fun and achieve something together. Everyone came together and shared responsibilities. Some created Telegram groups, others made memes of the mascot, and some promoted the project. Then things started to get serious. Turbo Coin suddenly grabbed everyone's attention. It was being talked about on Reddit and Twitter, with people saying, there's something special about this project. The coin's value began to rise. What Rhett had started was now transforming into a full-blown community movement.
Fine, Turbo Toad, that's what it's going to be. And then so I said, okay, you said come up with a character for that. So I said, what's going to be the name of this character?
At this point, things got a little out of hand. People started asking questions like, could Turbo Coin surpass Dogecoin? Imagine that. A project that started with just $69, reaching a market value of millions of dollars. So, what did Rhett do at this point? Absolutely nothing. He had left everything in the hands of the community. He even gave up control of the smart contract. It was basically, all right, let's see where this goes. And this is where the fun hit its peak. The Quantum Leap mascot went viral. It was being shared on Instagram, dance videos were being made on TikTok, and people even wanted to create plush toys of the mascot.
Affectionately known as Quantum Leap, which, I got that from the GPT as well. I said, give me name ideas, and then I put a poll just like before.
You might be wondering, how can a mascot become this popular? But the magic here is the community. People embraced this frog. Everyone was having fun, and at the same time, the coin's value kept rising. It was a true win-win situation. Suddenly, everyone was talking about Quantum Leap. Even Rhett couldn't believe what was happening. But the real story didn't end there. Turbo Coin was about to evolve into something much bigger. One morning, people woke up to find that TurboCoin's market value had hit a staggering $500 million. What started just a few weeks ago with $69 had now become a serious player in the game.
Step 4, it was code, and I've got here step 4, develop code. This was probably the first stumbling block. So it suggested...
Imagine this. People embraced this coin so much that its value skyrocketed. Reddit forums, Twitter posts, Telegram groups, TurboCoin suddenly became the talk of the town. Of course, with a project growing this fast, it started grabbing everyone's attention. News channels, YouTube commentators, and even investors began talking about it. You know what the funny part is? Rhett was still watching all of this from the sidelines. His goal wasn't to make money, it was to try something new. But this experiment ended up proving how imagination and the power of community could come together.
They helped me. I'm like, can you do it for me? So step 4, after much back and forth, it was writing code for me. I just asked it to write the code, and it would start writing the code of...
Rhett took a crucial step to help the project grow even further. He completely relinquished control of the smart contract. From that point on, the coin fully belonged to the community. This was something quite rare in the crypto world, and people admired him for taking such a stance. Rhett's goal wasn't about the money, it was about seeing where this crazy experiment would lead. And what he discovered was this: when people come together driven by fun and a sense of community, they can achieve truly incredible things. TurboCoin eventually lost its hype at some point, but for Rhett, what mattered most was how people embraced this experience. The project is still managed by the community, and Quantum Leap continues to live on as an iconic symbol.
Doing that, heaps of errors. One of the errors was a max transfer limit. It was like an anti-whale mechanic that was causing issue. I couldn't get it.
So what does this story teach us? When artificial intelligence, creativity, and the power of community come together, anything is possible. And this story reminds us how an ordinary person like Rhett can leave a lasting mark on the world. Rhett Mankind's story showed us one thing very clearly. You don't need massive resources to achieve big things. All it takes is an idea, a bit of courage, and the right tools. This story wasn't really about making money or getting rich. The real point was how far an idea could go with the support of people. And of course, it showed us just how powerful a tool artificial intelligence can be.
With getting rid of that, so that helped. And that was like day 1. So like at the end of day 1, I would have a wrap up of each day. So I'll try and go through a little bit quicker the process, or maybe cut this down, because it went through the process of a week.
Was this just a coincidence? Or could it be the beginning of a new era for artificial intelligence and the crypto world? Who knows? But one thing is certain. Rhett's story might just be the first spark of something much bigger. TurboCoin remained a fun part of its era, but projects like this are a perfect example of what we can imagine and achieve with next-generation technologies. Rhett's stance in this story is also significant. He prioritized the community over money and a creative idea over ego. And that's why TurboCoin became more than just a meme coin. It turned into a symbol.
It said I was done. I was like, it looks pretty basic and simple. It said you should get an audit done. And I was like, oh, how do I get an audit done? I've got no money. It sort of suggested I go to these...
This story reminds us not only of the world of technology and crypto, but also of how creative and resilient the human spirit can be. So if you have an idea, why not give it a shot? And there you have it. Rhett Mankind's wild adventure that started with just $69 taught the world a big lesson. If this story inspired you, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and share this story with your friends. Who knows, maybe you'll be the one with the next big idea. Let's keep learning and having fun together. See you next time.